to the AFTERBUZZ TV Network.
AFTERBUZZ Studios in Los Angeles, California, and now streaming live on Ustream. This is AFTERBUZZ TV for the Jersey Shore. Tonight's host is Keven, Kwow, Undergaro. Is that right? Keven is back? Oh boy, the circus is back in town. Joining Keven will be AFTERBUZZ co-hosts Brad the Body Pan Fetish, Phil the Thrill Svitek, and special correspondent Mari Fagel. And because it's St. Patrick's Day, DJ Jesse Janity will be bringing the drops and slinging the shots. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest news and gossip about the Jersey Shore. If you'd like to buzz in on tonight's show, you can buzz us at 424-256-1729. That's 424-256-1729. And now, picking up where the show leaves off, and the buzz continues, Keven, Kwow, Undergaro.
Yes, thank you. Thank you very much, Sir Richard Wentworth. And, oh, yes, go. A little bit of the Murphys coming in for our special St. Patrick's Day edition of AFTERBUZZ Jersey Shore.
Show.
Yeah, oh, that's right. This is our first video show.
It is.
Oh, and I've got a few things to say about that. How much are we going to, let this go?
Well, I wanted to save the intro because on the line now is our one and only Mari Fagel.
Mari, you're now dirty blonde, no longer blonde Mari.
Hello?
Okay, I think we need to hear the Murphys again.
Mari, you there?
Let's go back to the Murphys. Come on, I want to finish my beer.
Mari.
Thank you.
All right.
Okay, so we're playing that. Here we go. I'm going to guzzle another one. We'd like to thank Budweiser for our beer.
And the Irishmen for creating a holiday.
Yeah, creating our holiday. How appropriate. St. Patrick's Day, I know the Irish generally hate the Italians and vice versa, at least where I'm from. However, it is St. Patrick's Day, and in the spirit of St. Patrick's Day, we're drinking during the Jersey Shore show. Although, at least when I host the show, we drink anyway. So I guess it's really nothing new, except our beer is green.
And for those of you on watching Ustream, I have tried to pop my collar because I hear that's the thing to do.
Oh, really? Well,
Yeah.
I want to get involved. I don't think I have a caller. And then let's give it up for Boston. You know, plays at the end of every Celtics game, which we love. Love the Murphys.
This is Mari texting me.
What is Mari saying?
I'm calling in, it picks up, and I hear nothing.
Ah. Too many shots, DJ Jesse?
We did tell her to drink.
She apparently she is coming in drunk.
She's drunk too. Excellent. Good. All right, perfect. Well, this probably isn't the best way to start our show after my 2-show suspension from AFTERBUZZ.
Wasn't it 3?
It probably was 3. 3-show suspension. The last show we had, a couple of our co-hosts were overserved, as we like to say. There was drinking. I think a couple of F-bombs were dropped. It wasn't good, according to management. And I was put out to pasture. But, you know, it was really nice. The last 3 shows, Jesse, were just very intelligent. I just really enjoyed the way you guys broke down the production of Jersey Shore and discussed the topics of reality television and the future of some of our cast members and, you know, where they're going, the direction of the business in general. It was nice.
Well, we figured, you know, two episodes out of 13, you know, we wanted to give a different side of
Yeah, it was
things.
nice. No, we turned it into the McNeil effing Lear report.
There we go.
That is not the AFTERBUZZ Jersey Shore.
It was more like a Paul. Howdy doody.
Yeah.
I'm Paul Ashton.
I mean, it was like, it was. In fact,
Paul Ashton, by the way, from our Glee and the
Paul
Boring
Ashton.
edition.
Yeah, I mean, right. And how do we're like the redheaded stepchildren. Like, why are we last in line to go video, Jesse? And I know, Phil, it's a question for you too, but like seriously, why are we third in line?
Well, we just got our TriCaster set up.
No. You've got you guys do the game, you do Glee, you do Idol.
Idol.
And no disrespect, all very popular shows, but everyone go check your iTunes, okay? Right here, most popular show, Jersey Shore After Show, most popular show. And yet, I'm suspended for 3 shows, and I'm 4th, 5th, we're 6th in line to be videotaped.
Hey, this is the first time I'm handling it all by myself tonight.
Okay, all right. Yeah, again, and why do we get the skeleton crew, Phil?
I know. And what is going up with Mari?
Okay, well, all
right.
So then we talk about like, and we don't have Roxy here, down on spring break. Alexandra's on spring break. Brant's home with sick kids. And where is Mari? Get that nerd on the phone. Jesse, you gonna get her on the phone?
I'm working on it.
All right, okay. Let's bring it back to the Jersey Shore. I thought this was a great episode, Phil.
It was.
I really enjoyed it. I really was excited to see things heat up again. And it was like, as we were getting to the end, I kept saying to Phil, please don't.
By the way,
bring
we're watching it. One of the things that we do is we like to keep it on replay, muted. And so for those of you watching the video side, you'll sort of see Jersey Shore as we commented on it. For those of you in Radio Land,
look, no, now we're seeing what is this, Phil, that we're seeing? What movie is this?
Friends with Benefits.
Is
that? I believe. I don't know. Right? No, I don't know.
It's Timberlake and
Cameron Diaz.
This was probably made a long time ago when they were dating.
Maybe.
Interesting. Wow. Okay. Once again,
our ADD shows.
Yeah. No, you can tell we've been overserved. I'm sorry. So, back to the Jersey Shore. I thought it was a great episode. Once again, God damn that Sally Salsano brings us all the way to the end just when it gets crazy and we're out. But the sitch really stirs the pot on this one and really gets Ronnie and Sammy right back to the forefront again, fighting each other, right at each other's throats. It was Jersey Shore court at the end of it. Kind of seemed like guys against the girls in a sense, although the girls were much more passive. This has been Brant's point, and I agree. The guys definitely rule his house. I mean, what are your thoughts? I mean, you guys were kind of cheering against the situation.
No, for me, I wasn't cheering.
You weren't. Jesse was.
Jesse was, but it was tough for me to take at the beginning of the episode. We go to the T-shirt shop, and by the way, it got its dues and so much more in this episode. But Deena said, "This is my last day of work," and that's when it hit me. Wait, what? Oh,
yeah, no, I know.
We're coming to an end.
And what are we gonna do? Sir Richard Wentworth wants us to do at least a 10 to 15 minute weekly report on the Jersey Shore until Rome.
I think we should take that time and just drink until it comes back on.
Well, that's never worked in the past.
No,
it's always too. And sadly, we're just not good at it. There's just, and when I see a guy like Arvin, let me just bring it back to the Jersey Shore. Arvin was the gorilla juicer that allegedly was going to the bar to meet Sammy. And when I saw Arvin and I saw the size of him, it reminded me, it kind of shattered my dreams, Phil. Like,
because he's so big, or
just so big, and most of them are also, because of the steroids and because of the East Coast mentality, also so violent. It just, guys like us would just get killed.
Yeah.
Like, these guys aren't getting killed anymore because they're so famous. But remember, first season, there were like lots of brawls that broke out. Now you don't see it as much anymore because they're rock stars. But no, guys like us, sorry, we'd get pummeled. which means our destiny is to just sit here in the studio, drink, and watch them, and wish we were them. Is that Mari in the background?
Mari,
happy St. Patty's Day.
You hear? We hear crackling.
I hear him back there. I hear her doing something. Anyway, when she mans up, she's at a bar, right?
She came from a bar.
She came from a party.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Where they had wine coolers?
Yeah.
Spritzers.
She said yesterday. She said yesterday on the phone, "I'll go to a party, but don't worry, I won't drink because I know I have to call in." I'm like,
oh my God, will you please give me my cue, Jesse?
No, I probably should take it back because she can't get on the line right now. But I gotta say, I gotta give Mari her props. Last night on the Real World.
All right, first play the cue, and then we'll speak to it. It's my favorite. This is my favorite time. Every time Mari comes on, I believe this should play.
And why are we experiencing technical difficulties?
Nerds!
Thank you. Okay, now Jesse, you were telling me during one of the commercials of Jersey Shore why, in fact, Mari's not a nerd. I guess I've been wrong all this time.
Mari is not a nerd, actually. She proved us wrong yesterday. We played a little Truth or Dare, because on the Real World they had this corny Truth or Dare. They were like little children, like, do you like her? Do you like this? And Mari stepped up and said, hey, we should have a Truth or Dare here on AfterBuzz because they don't know how to play Truth or Dare. And Mari totally stepped it up and beat both of our stories.
And revealed that she's a skank.
Yes, she woke
No,
up.
whoa. Facts. What do we got?
She was in Miami with a friend, met a guy at a party, went to this huge mansion with her friend and some guy that she met. The guys whose house it was told Mari and the other guy who Mari brought that they had to leave, so they ended up on a yacht. Mari woke up the next morning alone on a yacht and received a text message saying that the guy left her because he had to catch a plane.
But did they smush?
Oh, they sure did. And she blacked out, so she really didn't remember too much.
Yeah. She...
that was my expression,
Mari!
too.
Oh, my little Mari. She's been deflowered. Oh, my goodness.
If only the parents knew this. The parents, lawyers.
Wow. She really belongs doing the Jersey Shore with us.
She does.
Oh, wow,
she
she's
does.
passed. I mean, here all along we're talking about Roxy.
I'm going to step in the booth and I'm going to get her on the phone.
Yeah, all right, get her on the phone. Oh, God. Okay, so now I have to man this alone.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, let's bring it back to the Jersey Shore.
All right.
So I see it's a very entertaining episode. We've got the stalker is back. We see Vinny very drunk. We see Vinny gets an earring, and the earring maybe almost changes Vinny.
It did change him. Maybe the drugs that they gave him. I mean, what did they use? A little antiseptic?
Yeah, I don't think it was the drugs. No, I it's funny. There was a great article in Rolling Stone, the March 17th issue, about Snooki. And if you're a fan of the Jersey Shore, pick it up. Very insightful. And you get to know her a lot better, and a lot of them too. And when it comes to Vinny, I mean, this is a guy who's 23 years old, so he's a young guy. I mean, this has been a year and a half, 2 years of this journey, and I've seen this corrupt him to a degree.
When did you feel he started being corrupted?
I think last season, but I'm seeing more of it now.
Oh, definitely. I mean, he's instigating a lot more now.
He is.
And even tonight, I mean, he's pushing the boundaries with Snooki, and I don't know if I like it. And I don't know how. I don't love this Vinny. I like him, but I don't love this Vinny. Right.
I love my sitch, and I just absolutely adore. Nice, Phil. Phil doing a little dance for the camera because, again, don't all your little rock stars on Idol and them all dance?
Oh, they shake they want a stripper
drops.
pole. They want
and like
the
on
works.
the game, right? They're all, yeah, whatever. Okay. And you know, whatever.
Mari is Mari on the line? Did I fix this or did
Yes, guys, I'm here.
Mari, happy St. Patty's Day, Mari.
I'll take full credit for that, by the way.
To you.
Okay, Mari just found out all the information about you that you spilled on AfterBuzz Real World. Very interesting.
So now you're gonna stop playing Revenge of the Nerds?
Yeah, you know what? I think
my junior year spring break story.
I think I'm gonna have to find someone else to pick on.
Oh wow! In that one story, now I'm no longer the person to be picked on.
You know what? Here's what I love about Mari. Where I was at a salon in New York a few days ago, and
is that where you were?
A stylist to the stars was coloring people's hair, and who runs up to me in all her foil but little Mari. I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. Big hug.
I know, seriously, what a small world.
I mean, it
I'm
was
sitting
nuts.
there, I get my hair colored, I go to the sink, I come back, who do I see?
I'm like,
But-
what's up,
but
baby?
Wow, Maria.
Yeah, you're never
And
gonna
I
get
think
rid of
I
me.
got some of my hair color conditioner on your sweater. I felt that.
Yeah, no. Well, you know something. I was dealing with some issues via email. Some stalker, very similar to Danielle, the stalker on.
Oh yeah, that's
yeah,
true.
I was dealing with some issues, and so you only had half my attention. I still absorbed everything you said, Mari, but forgive me, I was a little bit rattled. I wasn't quite myself, but it's always a pleasure to see you. And I think the color was very well. Not quite as
Thank you.
blonde, Mari.
No, not quite as blonde. What do you think?
I mean, I loved it. It's great. You're a gorgeous girl. But I'm a fan of the blonde. I have to tell you. But let's have fun with
You're
this.
a fan of the blonde.
I am, but I mean,
Maybe
it did look great. It really did. It looked great.
Thank you.
It's
Maybe
an
we'll have
either
to put
or.
it to an AFTERBUZZ vote.
Yeah, no, we will put it to an AFTERBUZZ vote. But no, I think it's an
Blonde or
either.
brunette?
It's an either or. It's an either or. Well, I didn't feel it was brunette. It was more dirty blonde, right?
Yeah, it's like a light brown.
Yeah, very cute. Very cute. Mari, did you see tonight's show?
I did see tonight's show.
All right, what were your thoughts?
I don't see why everyone is making such a big deal about Sammy. Am I wrong? She texted the guy, like, the day that she got back, but, like, her and Ronnie were, like, in a murky situation. They weren't, like, together again.
I know, but
like,
girls aren't
she
supposed to do that. Guys can do that. Girls aren't supposed to.
That is a totally unfair double standard.
Well, I mean, but this is the Jersey Shore. This is what we do.
I just totally don't get it. It's like they're all making the biggest deal out of it and calling her this sneaky, shady girl.
Mari.
That's
Very,
not
very
that-
sneaky, very shady.
Mari, it's not necessarily for you to understand, but you just have to accept it and go with it and just live with it. That's the rules.
Mari, this is why I'm telling you, you would have a difficult time at the Shore House. Me, I'd get along great. I'd be right with them.
I'd have a difficult time. I mean, I guess if they put them to such a double standard like that, I just can't believe. I understand it would be sneaky and shady if, while she was dating him, she was texting a guy asking him to meet her at a club. But that is totally not out of line. In fact, I'm not surprised that she called a guy and texted him to meet her the night she got back to Jersey. She wanted to make Ronnie jealous. She wasn't with him. That's not cheating.
I
It's
mean,
like they're all acting.
I mean,
like
so Ronnie was emotionally and slightly physically abusive. What's the big deal? We all get crazy like that once in a while, right? Why did she have to go? She should have went home, and if I were her, worked out really hard, tried to drop some weight, get herself together, and come back being an even better Sammy for Ronnie. Should have been 100% focused on that. Should not have been texting anyone else.
Yeah, I mean, what I take it as
Totally
she
shady
should have
and
learned her
sneaky.
lesson.
She should.
she should have said, I did something wrong. He's obviously very, very upset with me. I don't quite understand what I did wrong, but I did, and so I should approach him and ask him how I can better myself. And you know what? Good, better, best. Never rest until you're better, or good is better, and you're better, best. And that's what she should have been
She should have
thinking.
done and didn't.
You two are ridiculous.
Why
You did
ridiculous?
nothing wrong.
She did nothing wrong. She went and texted
Arvin
Arvin.
to make the guy jealous. because
No.
Ronnie
And
She hurt his feelings.
That's right. And she was like, "Meet me out tonight." It wasn't more like just to get him jealous. Meet me out tonight, and the guy he came out alone.
Of course she's going to say meet me out tonight. She wanted to make Ronnie jealous. It was her first night back in Jersey. He really hurt her. Like, she wanted to make him jealous. I don't see anything wrong with that. It's not like that's cheating.
No.
She wasn't with him.
Mara, you saw the end now. Did you make out? Yes, we did.
No. He said, but when did they make out?
Th- yeah.
They made out that night.
Oh,
They
God.
had a
Oh,
long
here
time.
comes
Here comes
Jesse.
Jesse. Yeah,
Okay.
Mari, I'm right with you. I was saying
Okay.
the same thing in the studio. This is ridiculous.
No, I don't care if you made out when you're 5 years old or whatever. That you made out with
listen.
that dude. That's it.
Well, let's count the amount of people Ronnie's made out with versus the amount of people
Okay,
Sammy's
all right,
made out with.
but do we at least listen? We at least all agree it's different for guys and girls. We all agree on that. Great.
No.
Because we all agree on that. For a guy, it's okay to go and make out with a ton of girls. For a girl, slutty.
Yes.
Yeah.
okay,
It's
fine, I
different
see
for us.
that.
It's
And every
different
time-
for us, Mari.
Mari, I hear girls out of all our hosts that come in here that are girls. I just hear they're watching their number, and I'm like, what do you mean you're waiting? No, they mean their number of guys they
that's
sleep
right.
with.
And-
And Roxy says, here's the thing. That's why you start a rotation. Or if you're a guy, you want to get in there before the age of 25. That way you're on the rotation.
So they keep
because
the
you're
rotation.
because you're not
Oh, wow.
increasing her number.
We need
but you're still
Roxy.
getting
See,
laid.
Roxy's just genius, just so far ahead of herself. God bless that kid. But okay, it's all about keeping those numbers down when you're a girl. When you're a guy, you want to get the numbers up. That's just
I
how it
agree with
is.
that.
Oh, what? Oh, Jesse with the dirty look in the booth. Oh my God.
I'm just laughing.
What? Oh yeah,
I'm
you're
enjoying. This
la-
is like watching the Jersey Shore right here.
Jesus. What, Phil? What's gonna come to the world?
I don't. We just gotta. It's already messed up. We're never gonna fix it, in my opinion. So you know what? Might as well.
No,
just
you
keep
know
staying
who's
drunk.
trying to fix things? The Sitch.
Yeah, he is. He
Totally
really is.
trying. No, totally trying to fix things. Runs the family, the amazing patriarch. Like, we're gonna fix this. No, and I love him for like going out on a limb because I'm your boy. And he said, I'm gonna go be boys with Arvin just to get the truth. Amazing,
That's right.
amazing.
Out on the limb,
I want him in
amazing.
my
I can't believe
family.
you're saying
I'm
that.
moving him
And
into
you're
my
not
house.
going out on a limb getting Danny the T-shirt guy who had way
Yeah.
too much camera time this
Yeah,
week.
we saw Danny the T-shirt guy, and all I asked from Scoop Fagel, please, can we get the T-shirt guy doesn't show up on anyone's radar. Mari, you're Scoop Fagel. Why don't we have him?
I know.
I'll make
Maybe
3
I'm
calls and
holding
have him.
out for the finale. Maybe I'm holding him out for the finale.
Are you holding? No, really.
that's next
next week. Mari, come on. You can't
Well,
call
I'm
in from
trying to get him.
TV1.
I'm trying to get him.
Are you making any progress?
The only progress I can make is with someone I know who worked on the show the 3rd season, and she's trying to get him.
Can you at least say you're drunk, and that's why you're failing? I'll accept that
I
answer.
had a couple beers.
Yeah, no,
tonight.
wait. Actually, wait. Scoop Fagel with your 4.0. Like, you don't fail. Why? This is intriguing to me. Why are you not getting us Danny the T-shirt man from the
Because
Shore
the
store?
only way I know how, other than, I tried to get a name, address, a number and address for the Shore store. It was not listed. Then I decided to call the Commerce Bureau in Seaside Heights. They couldn't help me. They said they couldn't get the number. Then I reached out to someone who's a production assistant on season 3. She couldn't help me.
Was
So
lame.
now I'm still waiting on
Did
her
you?
to
I mean,
like
did
get
you Google
someone.
this guy's name? Did you
Here-
Google his name?
Here's what I'm going to say. Yesterday
I
on the
Googled
Real
his name.
World,
Well, of course you Googled his name. Okay, you did that.
Of course I did.
Did
I
you
am
al-
a reporter. I've covered all my bases.
I know, but that's
Now
why,
it's
like,
a
you're
matter of
Scoop
connection.
Fagel. Like, if you can't do it, I'm like,
no, how hard is it to get in a car, go down there,
it might be
and get
closed.
Danny
Phil.
the T-shirt
No,
guy?
it might be closed. It's probably closed in the wintertime, right?
So you wait outside the door till the summer.
Excellent. You're right,
I
Phil.
mean, there's
You're right.
no
I'm
number
wrong.
or address listed.
Come on, Mari. You drive down to the Jersey Shore. You're gonna say, "Where's the Shore store?" And like
Okay,
5
I'm
meters.
gonna try. I'm gonna
Yeah, but
try.
no. Wait.
before-
But it might not be open. Even me, I don't want you going down there. I don't want you wasting your
Okay.
time if it's not open.
I will go down there, but while I have the floor, I'm going to say I don't think situation helps the situation at all. I think he is a complete drama king. He loves to stir up shit. That's what he does. He loves
No,
to stir up
he's
shit.
trying
I
to
love
take
how
care
you
of the
think.
family. He's looking out for his boy.
No, I love
And
how
he
you
called
think
her out for
that
being a
he's trying
sneaky
to-
bitch. Oh no, Jesse's shaking his head. What?
No,
Like, how
I
did
love
this
how you
happen
think
to
that
me?
he's trying
How
to
did this
protect
happen to me?
drama.
This is AfterBuzz Jersey Shore. This is not Glee. This is not Mad Men. It's not AfterBuzz American Idol. I don't know what goes on those shows.
Look, I love everybody on the Jersey Shore except for the situation, and I
Whoa,
used to
whoa,
love the
whoa.
situation until
Oh my
this
God!
season.
No,
I said
Phil,
it.
I'm getting ill. I
Well,
can't
here's the thing, right? Okay, so you guys hate the situation.
hate
okay,
the situation.
that is ridiculous. And
Mari,
but-
hate the situation, Mari. That's your turn to go. No.
No,
I didn't say that. I like him, but
I didn't say I hate him.
okay.
I said that you guys are sitting there lauding him like, oh, he's such a good
He's the
friend.
patriarch of the
Blah, blah,
family.
blah,
He's willing to give it a
protecting
shot.
him.
No, the only one willing to go out. The only one willing to go out on a limb has the courage to go out on a limb to do what's best for the family and for Ronnie. Everyone else like,
The courage
shh,
is
I don't.
you
Oh no.
totally
all like you, like just white bread, waspy people, like, oh, I don't want to get involved. I don't want to get involved. I don't want to ruffle any feathers. No, this is a guy who goes out on a limb and takes a stand. It's a situation. He saw a situation, and what did he do? Acted on it. Booyah!
You are under his spell. You are under the spell of the situation, whereas I can see right through it. He was doing that solely to stir up shit. That's all he wants to do.
No, okay.
Shit. He loves the drama. He loves the gossip. He loves to get involved for the sake of getting involved, not for the sake of, like, protecting the family or helping a friend.
You think his IQ is that high?
Why would your IQ have to be high
because you just like laid out about 6 or 7 moves like a chess game. He's a checker player. King me, bitch.
He doesn't even know what that is.
Yeah, no, it's just like I just think in the moment. It's like, you know, you had to get involved.
And here's what I will say. So the tsunami, obviously a very terrible thing, but people like you, Mari, I'm sure you guys are watching at home and with your dinners, and you're like, oh, that's sad. And move on with your day. Whereas the situation,
that's right. Excellent point. The situation is the type that would have gotten involved in the tsunami.
That's right.
Whereas you, Mari, and you, Jesse, in the booth would have all been like, "Oh, tsunami's so sad, but I don't want to get involved. I don't want to."
I already donated to the Red Cross.
Sure. And do you feel better about yourself now? Not the situation.
No.
Situation went out on a limb. Went out on a limb. And I'm telling you now, risked getting his ass kicked by Ronnie, risked getting his ass kicked by Arvin, risked being hated by the girls in the house, but no, went out on a limb. You know what? Courage. Right. Decency.
I totally disagree.
Oh.
I totally 100% disagree. I think it's not courage. I think he's a drama king. He loves drama. That's all I can say.
This is the sound of me grabbing another beer. And for those watching, you'll see me. That's how.
I just don't.
You have driven me to drink. Mari, I'm sorry. I'm taking the Ronnie role now. You're my Sammy. This is what you've driven me to. You are a selfish bitch.
I actually have a really shocking, controversial theory about the situation that I'm going to hold off until the finale episode next week.
Oh, you're killing me.
I'm holding it off. It off. But I have a I have a feeling you won't like it one bit.
No, wait a second. No, wait, Mari. I'm not going to ask you I'm not going to ask you to get specific, but is it opinion or is it some fact that you found out?
It is opinion.
Everyone in their opinions. You're supposed to be Scoop Fagel.
People's opinions.
What?
And it's their view of facts that have been laid out.
Oh, God, Mari.
By the way, Mari, you remember Buzz?
No. It's not that. It's your Scoop Fagel. When you give me a cliffhanger like that, it's supposed to be like, I know something no one else knows. I found out, and I'm not going to deliver it to the finale.
Let's just leave it for next week.
All right, can I issue a challenge, Mari?
What?
You're Scoop Fagel, right? We all agree on that. All right? I want to scoop I want to scoop next week. I want something to sink my teeth into. Something our fans can sink their teeth into. Shake it up. By the way, did you read the Rolling Stone article about Snooki?
I saw the cover.
Okay. Apparently, I'm the only one who read the article. That's good. Yeah, okay. The guy that, by the way, is sixth in line to be videotaped, suspended for 3 different shows. Okay, whatever. I'm the only one who does my research. Anyway, if you read the article, very, very interesting about the background of Nicole Snooki Palazzi. Doesn't want to really be kind of sick of being called Snooki. Mrs. being called Nicole.
Well, we kind of knew that.
But also, did you know about the person that left her house drunk driving and died in high school? Did you know about that scoop?
We did not.
I guess Radar Online reported it, and her boyfriend at the time had told the guy, don't leave, don't drive, don't drink and drive or whatever. And they tried to bring her up on charges for selling alcohol to this guy. And she was underage herself, and of course she was innocent. And I think it was some kind of probation. And it was very interesting if you read the interview, I'll tell you. And again, everyone get ready with your mud balls to throw at me, but just what an honest and confident, and in some ways an inspirational kid. And I know I called into my own show. I had to call into my own show. Like, I'm like getting violent. I had to call into my own effing show. How does that work, Phil? So I call into my own show like 3 shows ago. Brant cuts me off, but I was the one who said, like, this girl is going to end up being a role model. Everyone laughed at me and cut me off. But you know what? Read the article in Rolling Stone. Here's a girl who's 4'0", was picked on by all the seniors when she was a freshman. By the way, very similar story to Maria Menounos when Maria tells her stories from being in high school. And she said when she went to a lot of the clubs now, she's Chilean, adopted by Italians. And when she went to the clubs as a young kid and she saw the Guidettes and the confidence that they showed, she said, geez, I want to be like them. And just to read about it and the fact that she's like, I just want to accept myself for who I am. Some of the stuff I see, I'm not proud of. I'm disappointed that I do drink too much. I'm disappointed with how I look. She said, and she also said, and at least she claims she's only had sex once on the show.
Interesting.
And that the other stuff is kind of like making out and things like that. But I'll tell you, everyone pick up the article in Rolling Stone. I already had my gut told me something about her, but if you read this article, just more to her than this just kind of like drunken loudmouth. There really is, and there's a reason why she stands out, and there's a reason why she's able to carry what she carries. And I'm telling you now, 5, 10, 15, 20 years from now, women will look at her and say, you know what? She went out and owned her sexuality. Like, she showed that being a girl and hooking up and drinking and whatever, like a guy, like, is okay. And why, and you know, why shouldn't it be?
Well, we gotta get this out there. By the way,
I said this, no, but Phil, I was like mocked and cut off when now play the nerd. Please play me my nerd thing, please.
You told a very nice story, but I still don't think she's like
No, Mari. Now listen, no, I had Chelsea Cannell here from Fox. I had Brent Vittich, like just major showrunner, and everyone was like, oh yeah, right, role model, and cut off of my own show.
I gotta give it to you though. I gotta say, out of all the characters on the show, Snooki hasn't put herself in a box. So if she is to get a spinoff, and we are to see more of Snooki, like with the Jersey Shore, like she said, they only want her for being drunk and being messy, and that's all we get to see of her. So I do think, and she is probably one of the most relatable characters on the show.
She is.
And
Absolutely.
So once we are able to get past the Jersey Shore with her, I kind of do agree with you when it comes to Snooki.
And later in life, you know, you're going to see that people are going to. It's in this moment in time, and you see this with how many people in history. There's this quote. You guys are really going to go nuts. What? No prophet is ever esteemed in his own time.
Yeah, that's very true. Well,
okay. And so
in 20, 30, 40 years, Snooki, you think will be admired?
I do, because she went out and owned it. She owned who she was.
I don't think in 20, 30, 40 years people are going to remember Snooki. I'm sorry.
Nope.
But I don't.
I think, you know something? I think she has staying. I think this kid has some staying power, because
I think 10 years, yes. 20 years, no.
Well, remember, she's young. Well, how old is she, guys?
She's what?
What do you
20?
think she's going to be partying on the shore when she's
No!
45 with the
No, that's not
reality
the
show?
No, Cupcake. She's gonna be like, it'll be kids. It'll be opening businesses. It'll be like becoming a grandparent. It'll be a talk show. They'll if she wants to, and I think she does, because she says in this article, which is something I always say once you become famous. She says in the article, what else can I do now? Yes, I did want to work with animals. I can't work a desk job. I can't be back in that world. So I have to find a way to evolve this the way Jessica Simpson has. I have to find a way to monetize it, but to continue on in television. She said there are, and she's smart enough to know, which if you listen to our earlier shows, I said there are going to be other shows in these guys where it's going to be the situation with his station wagon and a baby seat in the back where he's going to try to be a dad. Like there's, for some of them, no, they'll just fade away. But for some of these guys, they'll evolve. They'll evolve into other things because, Mari, these guys are far greater than some of the other twits on these other reality shows who spin off into things. I think these guys are far greater and have far more entertainment value. And this girl, because she's aware of it, and because she's honest, and because she owns it, I think she'll be able to go as long as she wants to go. She'll evolve.
Okay, now I have a question.
Go.
Do you think Vinny will be by her side as she's evolving?
I think Vin. Okay, now this is going to be here. I mean, now ready for the bad guy like in me? Vinny will be at her side if it suits his career. I think Vinny's young. He's 23. He's a baby. Vinny's got 8 years of like smushing ahead of him. He's just got to get some crap out of his system. So the reason, and she goes into it in this Rolling Stone article, they're stuck in this house. We've talked about it before. They have this one duck phone, but they have no TV, no internet, no cell phones, and they're literally going batty. So that's why you see like Vinny saying, can we just go for a hamburger and go out and just talk? Because at the end of the day, they're human beings. And this is we're at the end of the line now for this season. And you can see after 2 solid months, they're tired. They've had it. It's like every single night going out. And it's not like they're going out to different bars in Vegas where you can see different people. They're at the Jersey Shore going to 2 different bars. They're probably seeing the same people out every single night. So will Vinny be with her? Maybe if it's, like I said, if it's a career hit or whatnot. But no, he's too young. It's if Vinny was 30, yes. Not at 23, no. Next question, Mari. I don't know. What? What do you mean you don't know? What don't you know?
I'm going to think that they'll end up together sooner than that. He's having his fun now. I understand that. But he's sad in the episode tonight.
Poor Mari. Poor Mari. Poor Mari. Mari.
No.
Mari. Listen to Papa Kev. It's the end of they're at the end of their 2-month period on this show. He's tired. He's worn out. He does like her. He does have feelings for her. But he's young and he's a guy and the hormones are raging. And the girls are plentiful and available. And he needs to ride this wave. And you know what? It's healthy for him to ride this wave because if he doesn't ride the wave, it'll just be divorce and bad things later. Let him ride the wave. Let's get some stuff out of our system.
She'll be there waiting for him at the end.
No, there'll be some like little 22-year-old Mari waiting for him at the end, and it'll be amazing when he's 31, 32. It'll be great.
Yeah, but I want him and Snooki to end up together, and I don't think she's going to
okay.
She said tonight,
Mari.
She said tonight she wants to be a first priority and not a last resort.
Not going to happen. He's too young. Here's the hope you have when you go to bed tonight. You'll have hope that they can end up together because, although I said to Phil tonight, I have actually there's a film I'm working on, and I feel like I want to cast one of the members of the Jersey Shore to be in it, and I feel like Vinny is the best actor out of the whole crew of them. That being said, I feel like I don't know how exciting Vinny's going to be in 5 or 10 years. Where I do believe Nicole Snooki is going to continue to be exciting. So you may get your wish, just not now. You may get it in 5 years or 10 years. You may get your wish. I don't feel Vinny he's a quiet kid, he's young, deep down, and I don't feel like excuse me, because I've had I see 4 in front of me and about 6 others I had before this, and when I say it, I mean beer. I don't feel like Vinny has the legs that Snooki has, that Situation has, that Pauly D has. So you may get your wish, just not now. Just give it some time. You may get your wish, just not now.
I hope so.
Just not now. My good. What about you guys? What about Ronnie's mom calling drunk?
You
Connie.
know what? I actually think that's kind of sad. At first, I thought it was funny.
Yeah, but it
then
was
when
sad.
Ronnie
No,
was
no.
talking to his mom after, and she was like, "Come on, you're embarrassing
No,
me.
she has a
you're
real
embarrassing
problem.
the family."
Yeah, no, she's
sad.
got a problem. The first one, it's like, okay, I get it. Second time around, like, okay,
And it's like all day.
yeah. I mean, is this Ghost of Jersey Shore future? Is this like what happens to them?
What, them
become
calling?
alcoholic?
Well, no, that they become that age when they're in their late 30s or whatever, they like loopy and drinking and calling their children.
I hope they don't have kids. But
You hope they don't procreate?
I hope there's more going on in their life.
Well, the
and that
only
they're not
reason I hope they don't
embarrassing their
procreate because I'm hoping that in 10 years we're still at the Jersey Shore and we're still doing the show and they're still out drinking and having fun.
I
Just have
agree.
to take more steroids to pump the muscles up. You have no, Mari, you have no idea. How
I think Sammy drove Connie to drink.
Sammy drove Connie to drink.
Yeah.
Interesting. You know,
That's
I
a
think.
bold statement.
I think.
I think it's a true
Okay,
statement.
okay.
How about that?
Okay, and I believe that hearing Connie on the phone, and by the way, how great was Situation talking to her? But I believe that in that moment, I'm with you, Mari. I felt bad, and I felt bad for Ronnie because I can see where his troubles come from. You know, where his anger and things come. It comes
Yeah.
from that, from the mom.
It's starting to make sense.
It's making sense. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. You know, one of the things I wish Brant were here tonight, but Brant's always saying that he feels as though the tides, or he's hoping the tides will turn when they go to Rome. And the tides he's talking about is the way it's a male-dominated house now. If they go to Rome, they're going to be American women in Rome. And American women in Rome are well sought after. Whereas guys in Rome or like Italian Americans in Rome, I mean, I know I recently told an Italian American, I said, oh, yeah, you know, I mean, I recently told an Italian, I said, oh, I'm Italian American. She said, yeah, I'm sorry for you. That was her response. So what Brant's theory is that maybe the girls will now get the power and the boys won't be like the cool ones in the house anymore. And that's going to create a whole new degree of fiction. What do you think,
Yeah, a whole
Mari?
new dynamic. I totally agree with that. I definitely think that's going to happen.
I hope so. I mean, I hope so. I'm so. By the way, are they filming yet, you guys?
No, what is it?
Isn't it in April?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
early
April.
April. Early April to like June.
You know. And Mari, how much time do you get off from that dump you work for?
Well, I just took some time off to go to LA, so I don't know about the next time. Why you wanna hop a plane to Rome?
Well, I think I can. Yeah, I think Brant can get us to Rome.
I think there's a good possibility we can make
Undercover.
Punta Cana and Rome without anyone
All
ever
right,
finding
that,
out.
That's like that's a whole other thing. Mari, why aren't we all like Alexandra's in Punta Cana? Where's Roxy?
Someplace-
Acapulco.
Acapulco.
These
there
are
you
our
go.
co-hosts that you know are all away on break, and we had chances to go and actually broadcast from down there. And then what happened, Phil?
And then, well, do you want me to tell the truth?
Yeah, what's the truth? Why weren't we able to go?
Maria Menounos, she said no. She wanted us here in studio. She didn't want us having fun without her.
Because she wanted to go, right?
She did.
And the truth comes out.
Wow.
It came out. That's enough AfterBuzz TV exclusive.
You know, we went last year, Mari. We went on spring break. Phil and Ian Kaiser Sose and
And of course you.
Corey the Sheen Sheehan and myself. And yeah, we had an amazing time.
We were lucky enough to go with Melina Perez of the WWE, who had a lot of star
yeah, no,
power down there.
and at the time WWE Divas champion, and you know, a native of Mexico. So it was like bringing Princess Diana to England. I mean, they were like the roses were being put at her feet, and we did it up right. It was 7 straight days of drinking.
Where in Mexico were you?
Cancun. We did the whole scam. Senor Frogs. Like, we were living the Jersey Shore, and I was saying, that's when I had stupid money. And so, you know, I've run out of my stupid money. I got to go get some more stupid money for us. But I was saying to Jesse, and we were talking about this on commercial. So when I get a stupid money again and we get to do AfterBuzz from another spring break location, I wanted to figure out, like, Jesse, like, what do we do? Like, how do we get you guys? How do we pull guys for you? Like, I'm all for, like, I can grab, like, girl. I'm a great wingman for the guys getting the girls. But what do I do, Jesse, for you? How do we make this work?
Before we get there,
I'm
and
sorry.
I don't mean to cut you off, let's talk about Ian Kaiser Sose, who hasn't called in not that I want to get into this discussion. He hasn't called in since the 2nd season, but B, in spring break, he had the great playbook. He got us all the girls, and then he realized that they were just 19 and wanted to pull out.
You know, you remember he got pulled?
Yeah.
Okay, so there was a bunch of
and
19-year-old.
just for the audience at home, I'm showing you a picture from Cancun.
Oh, nice.
Which one?
The one of you guys outside of Senior Frogs holding
Nice.
the T-shirt up.
Yeah, what's up?
Okay, so there were some 19-year-old girls from BC that we met. Nice group of girls. And
Studied to be doctors.
yeah, no, like they were like little Maris. They were very focused. They were ready to be successful, and they just wanted to have some fun for the night. So, was it Ian who grabbed them at first?
Yeah, it was Ian. who
Okay, so Ian
initiated.
grabs them, and then Ian comes up and says to me, and I'm sitting back just like.
By the way, just to
Go
clarify
ahead.
too, Ian A is vegan and B doesn't drink.
Right. Okay. So just give you a little like intel, but for someone who's vegan and doesn't drink, really good game.
Oh, amazing!
Like a sleeper game.
Yeah.
Sleeper game. And like it's like plays the whole like, oh no, I just want to meet my next wife. I mean, like, you know, he's 30 years old. Like there's to this day I've never. I mean, you know, it's been one stripper after another. But yeah, but I'm just waiting to meet the right one. Whatever. So he ropes in these 4 girls. He finds out they're 19, and he's like, oh, the one girl, it was 19, and he comes up white as a ghost. He goes, she's only 19. That's it. I gotta like back away. And now, Phil, I'm gonna be very honest. Can I be honest?
Go ahead.
All right.
I don't even know what you're gonna say, but go ahead.
Okay, so we were down there we were down in Cancun having fun, also shooting a PSA.
Public service announcement.
And Phil was directing it. And Phil, just because workaholic Phil, was just focused on the work and not on, you know, what we like to, for women, or as we say, bush. He was not focused at all.
A reference to Revenge of the Nerds, I found out this weekend.
That's right. Was we've got Bush. So Phil was like, I have my shot list, and I want to make sure the crew's on time tomorrow. And he wasn't having it. He wasn't having. And so I'm seeing Phil, and I'm like, my goodness, we're in Cancun. We're on spring break. We want to have fun. And there's like Phil just all like just focused and amped up about his work, almost to the degree where he's like, okay, I'm going to go up politely and have like a beer with the crew. Then I'm going to go home and work on my shot list and my call times. And so we're like falling apart.
Can you guys please play Revenge of the Nerds now?
What's that?
I'm no longer the nerd.
Okay, can you?
Thanks,
Fine.
Mari, for calling me out.
All right. Okay, fine.
Getting you back.
Fine. And all true at the time. So Ian goes and she danced with this real pretty girl from BC college, and then he's like, comes up to me. He's like, oh no. I just told her to go meet someone else. I can't do this. I said, I mean, what are you, religious? I mean, what's your problem? He's like, she's only 19. I'm like, yeah, hello, like legal. What are you doing? Get involved. Get in the game. Okay, and you know what I did, Mari? What did you think I did? Me, as the coach on the sidelines, I threw on the helmet and put myself in the game. Had to do it. Put myself in the game. I said, okay, now you're benched. I'm going in. And I went in, and I did what I had to do. And I had my, remember, Phil?
I remember.
I had my girl, and then we roped the other 3 girls, and we had our nice 4 19-year-old Maris from BC, and we ended up having a wonderful evening together.
We did.
Dancing the night away till about 4 or 5 in the morning at Senor Frogs. Job well done. That's why I'm saying we got to get. I just wish I could be at the Jersey Shore so bad with these guys. I had it for one moment in time, Mari, and then of course I walked away and passed it on. By the way, where was Melina? She was dancing with Corey.
Yeah.
All that time they were like
Corey the Shine.
Yeah, Corey the Shine Sheen. They were dancing over to the side. Anyway, we had a great time, and we was so now can I bring it back to Jesse?
Yes.
So Jesse, when we do this for us, like. Now we're gonna rope you in, Jesse, to this. Like when I get my stupid money back, which I think I got a good feeling, like 6 to 8 months, I'm gonna get some stupid money back, and we're able to go do. And now instead of doing a PSA, we'll do remote AFTERBUZZ.
Mm-hmm.
Jesse, what do we do? I never had a gay wingman. What do I do? How do I do it?
I mean, honestly, I really don't know because whenever I go out, I'm the DJ of the club, so I don't. That's really kind of where I play my game. By the way,
amazing.
He doesn't need a wingman.
No.
He doesn't need a wingman, is what he's saying. He's
thanks,
a DJ.
Mar.
He can handle it all on his own.
Everyone
Okay,
needs
you know
support.
what, Mari, just really not helping. I mean, come on, we're a team. We're going out together. Like we work together.
That's right.
We work together as a team. You just heard the story. Ian got nervous. Ian roped them in. He got nervous. He needed backup. Backup came. Phil met a future doctor. It was amazing.
He works for himself.
No, stop that. There's no I work alone. Only criminals work alone. Actually, good criminals work alone. Jesse, but you're right about I like the whole DJ scam because you're in the position of power. You're up higher from everybody. Like that's how you pull ass.
And I gotta say, it will be you will be popping my Virgin Club cherry because I've never gone out. I've never gone out someplace.
I know that's why
gone hunting. I've never been.
I know,
hunting.
but I want. But Jess, I want to support you on this. But do we have to go to? And I'll do it if we have to. Do we have to go to a gay bar or like could we go to a straight bar?
Well, we can go wherever. I mean,
no. But how are we gonna get you? How are we gonna pop that cherry?
Well, for the most part, not too many gay guys go to straight bars.
So we're gonna have
even
to.
If
No,
they do.
You know what? So I'm going in. No,
right.
F that. I'm going in. I'm putting on that. Like I said, if I have to get back in the game, the old aging veteran, one good last fight in him, I'm going in. So what we need to do is when we go on these trips, we're gonna have to find the gay bar for a couple of nights.
And we will definitely need a video recorder for that one.
Why? No, it's not about that. You can have your video recorder, but no, Jesse, we got to do this. So, because I want to know, Jesse, like, what? I'm not going to leave you behind here. You have to, like, you're coming with us.
No man left behind.
No
That's
man.
never
Well, no. By the way, sadly enough, you know what the Pirates code is?
What's that?
It's all about like, it is they leave everyone behind. It's all about like.
That's true.
It's
But luckily on
Cancun, we're a new age group of pirates.
In
No man left
Cancun,
behind.
I gotta say I won't give names, but there was a certain individual. He made sure we always got home safe, despite however drunk we may have been, and then
went to like
and then did his shenanigans.
And then late night. Yeah, no, we could say Big Joe. Big Joe was amazing. Bodyguard to Maria Menounos for years. Carmen Electra before that. He took care of Melina once everyone was tucked into bed. Then he took Corey and he went out and had his fun. And God love him. Now, of course,
that sounds more my style of how I would normally do
all right,
it.
so you would do it like that.
So you want to be wait. You want to be my bodyguard? I don't know if I want that.
No. Meaning that
he's saying
I would
everyone
take
have
care
their
of you
fun
guys,
and then afterwards have the nonsense.
Well, yeah, because I wouldn't want to. To me, I wouldn't want. I would never
no,
want to
but you
drag
can't
my
feel like
friends
that.
to
No,
that.
no. You can't, Jesse. We're a team.
No, Joe got his dues throughout the night. It's not like he wasn't having fun and then had his fun.
Had his fun? No, he got a 19-year-old from BC. Remember the girl?
Oh,
yeah.
If I could tell the story on air of what Joe did.
No, okay, forget it. Whatever. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. We don't have to go into it. But no, Joseph, it can't be about that, or it's not going to be a fun trip.
All right, so
it's better known. It's better that please. I'd rather you. We go with you rather than the Joe way of like tuck everyone in, then knock on my door and say, bro, you got $1,000? And then I have to like give him money to go do whatever he was gonna do for the rest of the night. I like your way better.
All right.
All right, now
go.
Mari, how do you fit into this equation? Mari, you know what? I got 2 words for Mari. Fag hag.
I was just gonna say I feel like Mari would
Fag
be my
hag.
right-wing woman.
You'd be awesome as a fag hag. Fantastic. Mari, have you ever been
I
a...
actually was always a very good wing woman in college for my guy friends. I always was.
No. This is a whole... Listen, this is something a little different. We're talking about guy-on-guy action. So I'm talking about...
Okay.
I need you to be a
what's
fag hag. A fag hag is right, Jesse? Is someone who's going to, like, you know...
Basically, she comes out to the club with me.
Right.
She oversees the drinking that I would do. You know, make sure that I don't get into too much trouble, and basically, kind of points me in the direction of who I should be speaking to. She's almost like a gay manager, actually.
Right.
Game.
All right.
I like that.
I like that.
Jess.
I think I'd be very good at that.
Now, Jess, I can, like, all right, I'll pull ass for you all day long. That's ADL all day. And there's not even a problem. The aging veteran will make his comeback. But when, like, would they be offended that a straight guy is there? A straight guy's doing it? Would they, like, respect the fact that, like,
No,
I'm there trying to help you?
For the most part, they would they would absolutely respect the fact that straight guys are going to the club with a gay man, because that just shows outside support.
Well, okay, because I can tell you some of my experiences have been, and mind you, I don't blame them for this. I've noticed some bias where it's been like, you know what, straight guy, you don't belong. This is our place. This is our little cove. This is our safe haven. What are you doing here?
But did you go with a gay guy? If you went with a female, then that does come into play. But if you come,
It was with a female. You're right.
If you come supporting, I'm like the key,
Totally
key to the
supporting.
door. You can't.
And
they can't say nothing.
Okay, all right. So when we make this when we make Super Trip 2 work, Jess, we got to build in some of these nights. Because I'm not having you believe me, it was just as bad as Phil down in Cancun, worrying about shot lists, drinking drinking whatever soda water, or at the bar and just staring out in the space. That's just not what this is about. So we'll go do that. Maybe we'll have you do a shift as a DJ somewhere, whatever. Get that out of your system. But I have no problem. No, we'll go to the gay club. But what my problem has been, Jess.
What's that?
Is of course because everyone's drinking, so people are getting silly. Is them being like, no, you're not straight. Shut up. You're just saying you're straight, but you wanna
But you have the key. You have me, and I say I'm in control of that situation.
So you say You say he is straight.
What I say goes when it comes to that. Whoever my friends are, they're protected by the gay.
Yeah, no, we're just there.
The gay lobbyists.
Yeah, we just want to have fun. But would they be like, why are they? But would they be like, why are those guys here?
No, because you would be supporting me.
Yeah, we just want to have
came
fun.
down for a trip. We were at the straight clubs all night.
Yeah, we
You
did
wanted
our
to-
deal.
You wanted to
Right,
get me some
and we got to
action.
support our guy.
And you know what? I'm
right.
not even that person. We go in, we go out.
Yeah, because
and we're good.
no, Jesse, we have to make this work. We can't just go down there and be about our deal. It's got to be about the team. Now, Mari, are you in to help or no?
I'm into help.
Oh God, Mari, please. I'm just always suspect if you're oh yeah, I'm in to help. No, Mari.
This is okay.
I don't joke
Mari,
about this stuff.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna come into LA. I'm gonna be on the show, and we're gonna drink. I can only have 2 shots tops.
Wait,
Tops.
but she did get tipsy.
No,
though.
Mari,
I
no,
was drunk
Mari.
that night. You guys
You
know
did well,
that
Mari.
I
No,
did
you
my
did.
part
You
that
did.
night.
Mari, you did well. You were great.
You were impressed.
I was so impressed.
I was so. I do have a request soon that we go to commercial break, simply because I have to peel the seal.
Ah, okay, and we've talked about nothing forever. Let's go to commercial break.
Want to find out what the AfterBuzz is about?
Janice is a drama queen.
This is the divide that is going to carry the series.
Give us a call at 347-855-8269.
This television, and you want it to be as manic as possible.
You never know what goes on behind closed doors.
Get in on the AfterBuzz.
Now, in the eyes of Jimmy, Nucky is a villain.
Listen on iTunes.
Who would you guys rather hear that from?
Find us on Facebook.
Your husband or your
Twitter.
And then she's trying to kill us, so it justifies it. I'm like, oh, now it makes sense.
And visit us at AFTERBUZZTV.com. For Mark Emma, Desperate Housewives, Glee, Gossip Girl, Breaking Bad, True Blood, Walking Dead, Big Love, Jersey Shore, the Oscars, Celebrity Rehab, the Emmys. If it's hot, you can bet we'll be buzzing about it.
What's up? I feel much like Garth in Wayne's World. You guys remember that movie? Where Wayne he quits. I was talking about Wayne's World and how I feel like Garth. Remember that, Kev?
Yeah, of course. Don't worry about it. Garth Wayne's here. You know what Dana Carvey said to me recently? Recently, but it's a few years. It was actually about a year and a half ago. He said, you know, I do nothing but wish Wayne's World money on you.
Wayne's World is awesome.
He said, no,
I don't
Wayne's
even know what
World
that means.
money.
What does that mean?
Meaning he made so much money. That's why you kind of don't see him around much.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he did Saturday Night Live recently because he just is happy. He's made so much money. He actually does. He does some new media as well. Not quite as well as AfterBuzz, but hey, you know what? Not that I'm a big fan of AfterBuzz. Believe me, the way I've been treated. Sorry. All right. So, Mari, you still there?
I'm still here.
Oh, you're such a good kid, Mari. Okay, so every time like we get fired up, we talk about like our spring break trips. By the way, we're also invited to Panama City.
From who? This is news.
This is news. A bunch of seniors from Merrimack College.
Oh yeah,
have invited us. What is that?
That's our auto tune.
That's T-Pain recorded a special little auto tune for us.
Nice. Yeah, we're invited to Panama City if we want to do some
When's
spring
that?
break shows. Geez, is it? It probably wouldn't be this week. It might be next week.
Next week with the Merrimack girls.
If we
Merrimack is in. It's by Boston.
Right. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, it's a college in I think Andover.
It's not a city in Mexico.
No.
No.
Nope.
By the way, I'm still very ticked off because when we found out Alexander Kaplan was going to Punta Cana and was like, "Oh, it's in Mexico. It's in Mexico. It's only 3 to 4 hours away." I was like, "Okay, we could potentially do that." Little did someone drop the ball, and it's actually in the Dominican Republic. And I'm going to blame you, Mari. I'm going to blame you, Jesse. I'm going to blame Roxy because everyone said Mexico.
Whoa. I was very surprised when I heard it was Dominican Republic. I believe it was Roxy. I do believe it was Roxy.
And Roxy.
Mari, comment.
Isn't it? I'm going to sound stupid, but yeah, I don't know.
So you do it. So you admitted tonight, but you couldn't admit it last night that you told me the wrong information.
No, wait, no, guys. Can I tell you one thing? I admire the stupidity because it's fully in line with the Jersey Shore. That's why with the Jersey Shore After Show, none of us would know any better. I'm actually very proud of everyone. Let's go to news and gossip. Do we have any?
AfterBuzz TV News.
Well, we've already reported that the situation made a terrible gig at Comedy Central's roast of Donald Trump. The reality star's jokes were not delivered well, and some of them were too painful and not funny to hear, that Comedy Central has decided to actually cut them.
Wow. Wait. When did you guys report this?
Last week.
Oh,
Actually, we were just talking about this tonight at the St. Patty's Day party I was at. My friends watched the Donald Trump roast on Tuesday, and they said the situation was awful. And one of my friends, he's a huge Situation fan. He said that he totally bombed, that it was awful. Like, he went so far as to say that he doesn't even think that he can, like, make much money from his star power.
Okay. Let's go around the room. Really quickly, Jesse, why did he bomb?
Because he's not a comedian.
Why did he bomb? Phil.
He's not a comedian, he's not a reality star, and he doesn't even know Donald Trump. Why is he there?
Okay, Mari, why did he bomb?
His jokes weren't funny. Yeah, he's not a comedian.
Okay, very good.
All right, well,
this is actually what it is. This guy is not a comedian. He's not a performer. It takes a certain talent to know how to deliver a joke. There's a setup, there's a release, there's so many things involved with delivering a joke. You can train to learn it. The greats just happen to have that ability. It's not what he has. What he has is a personality, and we're all enamored with who he is in reality. But as far as like reading lines that are written for him by like writers, like no. Of course the guy's gonna bomb. You know, he was out of his element. But if I'm his manager, I say, you know what, still a good ad. It's a big national hit. People are still talking about him. He'll be okay.
Exactly. Well, among some of the jokes removed were some racial humor directed at Snoop Dogg, who was not amused when hearing it. Saying, quote, "Yo, Snoop Dogg, what up, dog? You know, you have so much in common with Donald Trump. Trump's ancestors were into real estate, and your ancestors were considered property."
You know what? And again, the only knock on Sitch is that he said it. That was written for him. That was not even by his people. That was written for him by the writers of the roast. He was told to say it. And knowing him and knowing, again, he had done some work for Access Hollywood. He's a humble kid who's still going to be pretty overwhelmed and respectful of the, quote, powers that be. So I'm sure when he's fed these lines, he's going to say, oh, okay, I'll read them. So it's not like this isn't really a knock on the situation. It's really more a knock on the network.
That's the only reason why I can't be fully upset with it, because, I mean, he absolutely, there's no way he was smart enough to even come up with this type of
right, no, and he just was, and furthermore, even if he didn't want to say it.
The fact that he was dumb enough to even say it is pretty bad.
Yeah, but this is the sitch. I mean, come on. And it's not just dumb. It's like, you have to understand, these are poor kids that are, at the end of the day, are very overwhelmed by this business, and you know they're not gonna say no to some big studio head or network executive or some head writer. They're gonna go, oh, okay, I'll read it. They don't, know. Now, a good manager would say, you know what? That's not what we're saying. Me, if I were in that equation, I would have said he's not saying it. If that were Maria Menounos, I'd be like, no, she's not saying it, and you're gonna have to go through me, or I'll pull her out of the show. But it's his people that are to blame. It's the writers that blame. It's not the situation.
Question: do we think that maybe this is a leeway into him getting his own comedy roast? Because I would have preferred to see a roast on the situation than Donald Trump.
Exactly, and by the way, in the way it's been portrayed, I thought it was the way everyone picked on him. I thought it was the situation.
People did pick on him.
Yeah.
Whitney Cummings
said,
and you always pick up your white T-shirt, show your ass. Why don't you put that
cover
T-shirt
your
all the way
face.
over your head, cover up that situation?
Right, and by the way, and funny, she's very gifted, but by the way, interesting that they go after him, because to me, he's hotter than Trump. Oh. Like when I see the previews of this thing, I thought it was his roast. Absolutely, and you know what? Why not roast him at some point if he would allow it? Why not?
I totally agree. Well, he also gave a degrading joke about deaf actress Marlee Matlin, saying, quote, "I was born in Staten Island, which is a New York borough, not to be confused with the borough Marley blows on stage in Tijuana." He said, adding, "Relax, she didn't even hear it. I mean, hey, at least her mouth is good for something, right?"
Like, okay, again, just not, like, he's not a comedian. He should not be, delivering those lines. It's not even organic to him. He wouldn't think of that. He wouldn't say that. And you know what? Like, I see this guy on the show, I don't see him as a guy who would be picking on a girl I couldn't hear.
Absolutely.
It's just poo-poo on the writers, on the producer of the show, and on his management team for not saying, like, no, not saying this. And by the way, Marley, sweet kid. Maria Menounos did the Celebrity All-Star game with her baseball. Last one that was played on Yankee Stadium. And I spent quite a bit of time with her and her husband. No one nicer. I just, like, why? And this is why sometimes I get down on comedians and the guys in that world, because they are just so bitter and miserable and cruel. Like, and I get, like, when you just want to be funny, but I also, it's like,
there's a certain point.
Yeah, And it's not necessarily that there is a point. It's just like, God, like, she's not even like, it's not like she's super relevant right now. If she was like on the #1 show on television or like the top 10 show on television, like, okay, I get it, but like why? Like, why are you gonna like?
Is she on Celebrity Apprentice?
She's
right now?
on Celebrity Apprentice.
It's not Celebrity Apprentice right now, but like, still, I don't know. I think that there's other ways to be funny.
Well, the final joke of the
it's too easy.
The final joke of the night that was cut was a roast on Donald Trump, saying Trump is a good-looking dude if your eyes are like Marley Matlin's ears. And according to the Guido, the jokes were a collaboration between him and the writers, and claimed since it's being his first time, he thought he held himself together and didn't crumble, as many would just walk off the stage.
Oh, why was he booed?
Oh yeah, he
booed,
was completely
yeah.
booed. And
He was
the
booed.
host of the
Well-
show actually came up on stage and told everyone to cut it out and pulled him off.
Wow. Well, I mean, he's gonna compliment himself for actually just taking
Well,
a
here-
beating.
Could I ask a question?
Sure.
Now, obviously, this was pre-taped. Do they do sort of a rundown? I mean, they had to have known, or I'm asking, that he wasn't going to deliver these lines well. Yes or no?
No, I mean, I think. Listen, writers aren't directors, Phil.
Mm-hmm.
Remember we talked. It's funny at AfterBuzz. We had a big meeting with the brass today, and they were telling us because we're going to start having more stars come in, and the etiquette with dealing with stars, and a lot of shows that are out there, with the exception of the higher end shows like the Jimmy Fallons or the Kimmels, Lettermans. A lot of the lower level shows don't treat their guests very well, and you know what we were hearing today was like, listen, whoever you get, treat them very well, treat them in a certain manner. But I mean, at the end of the day, like a lot of these people, like maybe don't know how to treat people the way, the way they're supposed to, and especially like comedy writers. That's the area I started out in, and for sitcom, you get some of the most miserable, unhappy, depraved people that write comedy. Ironically, because you're trying to make people laugh and be joyful. Very dark group of people, and unfortunately, you'll see it come out in a roast per se. But I don't know. If I were his people, I would absolutely have him do it. It's a great hit for him, but I probably would have micromanaged a little bit of what he was saying because it's out of his wheelhouse.
Yeah.
Unless he wrote those jokes, then I'd say, okay, go own it, do it. But he's all about owning what I like about him and Snooki and Jaywall and the characters on that show that do work. They own who they are, right? They own who they are. They're like, this is who I am, and I'm not afraid to be who I am. I'm the situation. My stomach is actually called the situation. Snooki is like, this is what I'm all about. JWoww was like, I'm going to bite, after I have sex with you, I'm going to bite your head off. And they own that. He can't really own those lines because that's not really who he is.
No.
So,
And again, I don't see him as the type of guy. For me, I said it. He doesn't know Donald Trump.
No.
So why are you even involved? Not saying like why are you involved with this, but like you don't know Donald Trump.
I'd still have him there, Phil, because it's a great hit.
Would too.
It's a great hit for him.
But again, for me, you just don't know Donald. So it's definitely out of his element. You know, Donald Trump is a whole different audience.
Yeah, and again, I say if it's not him, it's just people who need to say, listen, there's just certain things we're not going to say. I know it's a roast, and we're all about being mean or cruel.
And I think for me, that's the angle they should have played. I haven't seen the roast yet, but I think it should have been like, dude, I don't even know you, but I'm here.
Right. Well, that's how Artie Lang played it with William Shatner.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, I don't know you. I never watched Star Trek. Only losers watch Star Trek. He was great. He was like, and whatever. Salute.
And that would have been, for me, that would have been an amazing angle.
Right.
So.
And they play, and as I was making my point earlier, and because I'm sorry, I'm about 10 beers in, I lost my train of thought. But a lot of these writers lose sight of that. So they just think, oh, this is a really funny joke, but they're not thinking of who's saying the joke and making the joke organic to the situation rather than just, oh yeah, this is really funny. Well, yeah, that is a funny line. Great. does not play well coming out of the situation's mouth. So something that relates to the situation, being Italian, Trump, you know, not that I've ever been to the bank, Donald. I mean, I could think of like 10, 20 different things to say myself. But again, this is where writers, why they stay writers and don't evolve into producers and showrunners, is because they don't, or directors is because they don't know that. They don't have that ability to know the party they're dealing with and to think it through all the way. Anyway.
All right, well, Snooks has a new BFF. The Shore star who recently claimed that she hates her wild portrayal on the MTV series told OK Magazine that she and Paris Hilton became friends after attending several of the same events in Los Angeles and Las Vegas over the past year. Snooki continued to say, quote, "I think we both like to have a good time. I think the only difference is she's a effing giraffe and I'm a shrimp. She's a crazy party girl. I'm surprised people don't know." Which I don't get because we do know Paris Hilton's a party girl.
Yeah. When is that news?
Right.
Really?
It's news to Snooki, though.
And my take on that is that Paris Hilton knows that her star is, at this point, dimmer.
Fading.
Yes. Not that it won't come back. That's classic Hollywood. It's a Ferris wheel. It goes up, it comes down. But Snooki is red effing hot. And Paris is going to glom onto that. No question
and good
about
looks
it.
for Snooki because I feel like Paris will kind of raise her into the Hollywood life.
Right. Yeah, I don't think it will hurt. But I've always said about all these kids on the shore that at the end of the day, they continue to prove they're good kids. Maybe not against, like, say, all the reality shows, but against the low rent reality shows, the Bad Girls Clubs and even the Simple Life. If you look at all those shows, the Housewives, these kids are very, very decent deep down. And I don't feel that. I'm sorry, I don't feel that about Paris, but I do feel that about Nicole. I feel like she's a very decent kid deep down.
I agree with that totally.
All right, what's our next thing?
So according to Hollywood News, the Jersey Shore cast will be hitting up France before they begin filming the 4th season in Italy. The cast is reportedly set to begin filming in Italy in May, but first they will be going to France in April to promote their show. Snooki, JWoww, The Situation, and the rest will reportedly be attending MIPT, an international TV conference. The event will reportedly take place April 4th through 7th in Cannes, France.
And that's
Cannes.
And Cannes. Oh my goodness, that's crazy. But great for them, you know. Like, so they're really becoming international.
Will they be presenting the Palme d'Or?
Perhaps.
By the way, those of you who don't know, the Palme d'Or is the Cannes Film Festival. It's like the Oscars of the Cannes Film Festival. So that would be amazing.
I mean, listen, I'm really happy for these kids. You know, one of the things that working with Maria, you always like to go international. Like we've worked with Greece, we've done things with England, Australia. It just opens up many possibilities, and the fact that MTV is international, and the fact that they're going to France, I love it. I'm really happy for these guys. I think it's going to help them a lot.
Well, a little drama on Monday night. Our pint-sized Snooki took a turn as the host of WWE Monday Night Raw.
Yeah, baby.
Where she dove into the ring in a leopard print blazer and thrashed another woman's head repeatedly into the floor. Snooki had partnered with professional wrestler Trish Stratus.
Baby.
To take on Michelle McCool and partner Layla.
Yeah, Layla, alias Lay Cool. Okay, now, you might all be surprised that I'm a fan of the Jersey Shore and also a huge fan of the WWE. I know that probably is shocking to everybody. But yeah, with WrestleMania, buy rates have been down for the WWE and a lot of their pay-per-views. And they really need to go for it. With this WrestleMania, they brought back The Rock. And I think Stone Cold will be involved. And I think we're going to be doing... Stone Cold is going to host the new incarnation of Tough Enough, which I believe AfterBuzz is going to cover.
Yes,
I know, Phil, you're working on hosts.
We have, well, you want to be involved, but we have absolutely amazing guests that we're lining up. I don't want to give too many away because it has come to haunt us in the past where we've revealed who we're gonna have on the show, and then they're like, no.
Okay. But needless to say, I know a little bit about that world, and so for them, they know Snooki's red hot as a pop culture icon. Get her involved, pay her a few bucks. It's a nice, probably a nice payday for her. It's a great hit. It's a win-win for the both of them. Great cross promotion, and
Question: is Michelle McCool and Layla, are they Diesel?
What does that mean? I'm sorry.
Are they like butch girls?
No. In real life, or like as characters?
Well, no, just as to see Snooki get in a ring with somebody.
As characters, it would think of vintage Simple Life. Think of Nicole and Paris originally, before Nicole had children, before Paris tried to talk about charities. Like, they play this. Their characters are very shallow, very fun, very into fashion, very into awesome. That's their thing.
That's hot.
So not even going.
That's hot, right? They're heels, it gets me emotional thinking about the fact that they took the title from our very own Melina Perez, who we went on spring break with. We mentioned earlier. So I get kind of violent when I talk about them.
So not even, because I think the last time I watched wrestling, the female that I remember is Sable. So not even like Sable was kind of.
That was.
I'm bringing it back.
That's a long time ago. Reina Mero.
I'm just trying to picture body wise, like these. These girls are really more Paris.
Oh no, they're beautiful. One, I believe Michelle McCool and
Layla.
Michelle McCool. One of them is tall and thin, and the other one's a little shorter. But the tall and thin one, gorgeous girl. The shorter one is also very pretty. And that's their whole thing, is that they're just wicked hot. They're great villains, great villains. And Trish Stratus is a legend. And as far as divas go, she's someone who's retired, but she had the title for a very long time, and probably as of now would be remembered as one of the greatest divas next to Moolah, because she had the title for quite some time. Although I still say pound for pound Melina Perez, not just because she's a fan of the show and a friend of ours, but if you study Melina's moves as a female, her repertoire of moves are stuff we've never even seen before. She's invented moves we've never even seen before.
I mean, just for
as
me,
an athlete or as an acrobat.
I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of wrestling per se, but just hearing her speak about it and the passion with which she does
Melina
it
loves it.
Is incredible.
No, she gives it her all, and we'll have to, maybe we'll get her to call in next week and talk about the
I know it's
Snooki
tough
thing.
for them because they're very strictly controlled.
Yeah,
in that manner.
she got to stay in character, and we don't want to take her out as much, and break down that fourth wall. But I'll watch the Snooki thing closely. I'll know by next week more.
All right. Well, between poundies, Snooki took the time to primp. And you think that this is a nightclub on a boardwalk, little girl? Asked WWE star Vicky Guerrero, who followed by issuing a challenge to compete in WrestleMania 27 on April 3rd. I will see you there, baby, Snooki replied. Today, the 4'9" reality star tweeted, "Rumor has it was a stunt double of me in the ring at Raw. Get real, baby. It's the Snooks."
I believe it. Snooki has her cheerleading background. I'm sure she moves pretty well.
Yeah.
And
I agree.
yeah, and it was. I think I would have known. I saw her perform on there. It was fun. She did the takedown, and again, bringing it back to our own Maria Menounos, who wrestled in a tag team.
Yeah, that was
guest host of Raw, and
that was about last October.
It was about a year ago.
That was I gotta say, I don't know. I keep rewatching that because I have to sometimes edit that footage, and oh my god, like some of the moves are still amazing.
Yeah, she did a great job. And Maria says, and here's Maria, who has done the movies, done the Oscars, done the Emmys, interviewed the president, President Obama, President Bush, President Clinton. And yet, she says one of her greatest memories is wrestling for the WWE. She's like, there was nothing like having 20,000 people cheer and go crazy for you as you're doing these. She said there's no adrenaline feel like that in the world. And she said she'd get back in the ring tomorrow. Loved it.
And she had that she had the amazing like bra with the Greece flag.
Yeah, they made her the outfit, and they had the Greek music playing, her entrance song, and I know they have mentioned maybe SummerSlam for her to be involved, but we'll see. But I think for Nicole, great move.
Yeah,
great move. Pop culture, WrestleMania, like I think an excellent move for her, and I'll be looking forward to seeing her involved.
All right. Well, stirring up some jealousy is Angelina Pervarnik, who is upset that her one-time castmate Nicole Snooki is taking over the wrestling ring. Pervarnik recently wrestled with TNA and is reportedly trying to make a career of it. Angelina claims Snooki is, quote, a fat troll who should never wear those shorts or be in a wrestling ring, and is copying her because she's always been jealous of her. However, Jenny Kwow was actually the first one involved with TNA.
This is, my opinion, this is purely Angelina just trying to get some attention, get some press, create some heat. One of the big things in the wrestling world is for people to find ways to create heat, to get publicity. They call it a work. That's the name for it. I just feel like she's just.
And I gotta say, we haven't talked about this. You know Vince, right?
I mean, I've met him several times. I interviewed with him when I was younger, like more like in your age group, and yeah, I do.
No, but that's a big fact.
Now, are these two shows, would they be able to have stars interact with each other?
Never.
Never. Okay.
Never.
And
I would
WWE's
say,
the bigger of the two?
Oh, yeah, I would say it's Coke and Pepsi, except that the WWE is far, far bigger than TNA. TNA's relevant, and they have something good going on Spike, and it's great for the wrestlers because it means more employment for them, and they have a little bit of leverage against Vince. So it's always nice to have like another ticket. But at the end of the day, WWE is just like a worldwide phenomenon.
And the only reason I ask is because do we think that this could be leading up to a Angelina versus Snooki?
No. This is Angelina just clinging, just trying to
This is Angelina trying to get in AfterBuzz TV news and gossip every week.
Absolutely.
Just every week.
Because
we always have her.
Because every day that goes by, it fades more and more for her because at the end of the day, she just didn't have the legs for this. She just didn't have it. From day one. Didn't. They brought her back and they milked whatever they could out of her.
It was 3 episodes season 1.
Right.
And then apart from the 2 episodes in season 2, and now obviously she's gone. So
yeah, I mean, it was.
But she's every week AfterBuzz TV
just
news.
Just trying to glom on, but you'll see her just fade away. Just I don't know, nothing.
Well, she made headlines again, claiming that Mike the Situation is really gay and he may not realize it, saying, quote, I think he's gay because of the way he talks and the way he abuses girls. He talks down to women. I honestly feel like he's in the closet right now and doesn't want to come out. An agent for Sorrentino, who is a large gay fan base, called the comments ridiculous, saying the only way she can get press is to slander my client.
I would happen to believe that, but Jesse, what are your thoughts as a gay man?
Well, it is kind of funny, actually, because at times when I do watch the show and I have talked with other gay men, I wouldn't be surprised if he ever did come out, or if there was ever a glitch of a rumor of the past, I would 100% believe it, just because of how he tries to get a rise out of people. For me, when you promote how straight you are, when you promote even just how the age that he is, the childish mentality he has, there's a lot of straight guys with that, but there's just something about him. And like last week, we saw him actually putting the face mask on Snooki, and he did a wonderful job of it. And not to say that the straight guys can't do it, but I wouldn't be surprised.
Mari, what do you think?
Now I have to blow my exclusive for next week. That's what I was going to say.
Okay. Let's save it for next week. But let's at least say this. You kind of agree with Jesse?
Several of my friends and I have had a discussion that we think he's gay.
Okay. I would say that you know, here's something you're going to think I'm ridiculous. When I see him smoke a cigarette, he looks a little feminine.
Nope, I would agree. That's one of those little things that you watch on the show and you're just like, really?
I have a friend, our very, very, very dear friend, Randall Malone, of film star Randall Malone, a very dear friend of AfterBuzz TV, said his little trick to get to see if someone's gay or not, and can we make sure we have the camera on me for this? He said, ask somebody to say, you know what? Check your fingernails. Now, if somebody checks it like this, not gay. Meaning, if they bring, I don't know, how do I describe that, Phil? For people who have not seen the show.
Camera on me.
Go, Phil.
Right, Jesse? We good? All right. So if I go like this, which I'm not doing.
No, Phil, show the way I did it.
You went like this.
Okay, so describe that though for people who are not watching us. When you bring your
when you bring your fingernails to your eyesight,
as if you're biting your fingernails.
Okay, that would be a straight man. Now the gay man, camera back to me, please, would be. And now Jesse asked me to check my fingernails.
Kev, could I see check your fingernails for a second?
Okay.
So true.
Okay, so bringing the hand, the palm of the hand down. Okay, the palm of the hand facing down, the fingernails out. Checking them that way. I'm not saying this is right or wrong. I'm not saying this is true or not. A friend of mine said a great barometer for gay or not gay.
I've definitely heard that before. However, I mean, when someone even actually brought that up to me, I'll check my fingernails looking the biting the fingernail way. So, I mean, it wouldn't work with me.
But Jesse, I've also had the thick giant layer of mud.
Exactly. That's
right. You've been like, you know what? You lived in that world of like, shut up. You're straight. You're a good-looking guy. Go get your girls and shut up.
Right.
Just fall in line.
Absolutely.
Okay. So I think, you know, with my opinion is with Sitch is if this is true, if there's any modicum of truth to this, he has no idea. He doesn't know. I don't think he knows.
I do. If it is true, I think he does know. But I think at this point it's like, well, hey, I'm famous right now. Let's ride the cards out, and I think he's along that.
No, I don't think he is.
Or he has somebody very close to him who he's dealing with, and he knows his secret is safe.
No, I mean the fact that he liked Sammy from the get-go, you know, that was at a time when there were
when it was fresh.
Yeah, it was fresh. He didn't know that he was going to be this huge icon. That's when he was at his.
But even still, Phil, you know, you're still dealing with society that's going to tell you need to be, you know, straight is the cool way to go. So I wouldn't use that as a barometer. I think I've known guys like this that will never know. I mean, they'll never admit. They'll never admit it to anyone, and they'll never even admit it to themselves. And then they get really drunk, and they get a little silly, and then they pull back.
Exactly.
But I'm telling you, Jess, it's so painful to admit it to themselves. So don't be so sure that he's admitting it to himself, because that's usually the most painful thing.
Oh, absolutely. I definitely.
So yeah, you never know. I'm not saying one way or another. I just know I love the Sitch. Either way, much love.
We gotta get him. We gotta get the.
And he was 100% right, and he was the patriarch of the family, and I was grateful to have him on tonight's episode.
That's right.
Keeping things on track, regardless of what Mari says.
All right, and that's your AfterBuzz TV Jersey Shore news and gossip for March 17th, 2011.
Well, we've once again, because I was overserved, I talked too much, so we need to go right to predictions. All right, Phil, what's up for next week? Next week finale?
Season
finale.
Wow, it is the season finale. Total bomb. I'm still not thinking that, but we're left with a huge cliffhanger, and then as we're watching the previews, very
what's up with the wet firecracker?
Dogs. JWoww's dogs pooping. Okay,
we're left with this amazing cliffhanger, where it's like, oh my goodness, the house is gonna blow up, and then it's like, next week we're gonna see. Oh my goodness, JWoww's dog like pooped in the corner,
And that's okay. Sure.
So what's predictions? Is it gonna be one of those things where shenanigans?
No.
It's gonna like
No,
in 30
unlike-
seconds they're gonna resolve whatever. Like
Well, let's compare it to Miami. We were sort of winding down very much in Miami. There was nothing there was nothing we were building up to, and here we're finally getting something, and we're hitting the climax. Obviously, from the press, we sort of know. Well, we can guess of like how it turns out, because obviously we know we've seen the cast outside of the Jersey Shore after they've done filming. You know, whether it be the MTV Awards situation on Dancing with the Stars, whatever. So I don't know. I think it'll be kind of I don't know. I was going to try to come up with an adjective, but I don't know. It's going to be a very different season finale than we've seen.
do you think are you a good or anticlimactic, Phil?
I think good. I
You
mean,
think
so
good?
far,
Like, are they gonna give us like a boom? They're gonna give us like
I think we're going to pick off right where we left off with tonight's episode, and then slowly but surely we'll sort of come down to the end of it. Because right in season 2, they didn't necessarily know that they were going to do season 3 or no. I don't know. And so like they felt like it was the last time they were going to see each other, and here kind of I guess they never expected a season 4, but at the same time they were in a familiar environment where it was like the Jersey Shore. This is where they've always gone, so it's not a goodbye.
Okay, but I mean we're gonna have like a good finale.
It's gonna be very good.
All right, Mari, what's up?
I'm just waiting to hear what's on the other end of that phone call when Situation calls to find out about what happened. I'm trying to figure out.
I know,
when
me
it is
too,
that
but
Sammy
Mari,
and him made out.
But Mari, aren't you concerned that the preview for next week was nothing about that? It was all like drivel.
But you know they have to start the show out like that.
I know,
because they
but
were ending the
but
show.
in the past they've tricked us, and they've resolved it in like 15 seconds.
Yeah.
And
Well, they're at least starting out the show with that.
I know, but Mari, I
And then
want
they're
more.
going to have to, they're going to spend the last 10 minutes doing all the sad goodbyes and things like that because it's the finale.
What do you think? So are we gonna have a good finale or what?
I mean, I think there's going to be some fights. I think there's going to be some
I
fights.
love my
At least
fights.
between Sammy and Fitch.
I love.
And Ronnie and Sammy.
By the not that we condone this in any way, but we haven't seen one fight this whole season.
No, we need a brawl at the end.
And with not with we're not saying with people in the Jersey Shore house, but with people outside. And you know what? Whether that's Danielle the stalker's father, whatever, I'll take that.
I'll take anything. But you know what? I'm gonna really hit a depression after next week, you guys.
We're just gonna stay drunk till Rome.
Oh, maybe we do the updates. Like Mari, what do we
Stay
do?
drunk until
Mari,
season
you
4.
have the highest IQ out of all of us. What do we do to handle this till Rome?
Let's hope that Real World Vegas gets pretty crazy so we can.
You know what?
Yeah.
I look at Real World Vegas. It's like it's almost like going from spinach to broccoli. It's like going from heroin to what, Phil?
Crack.
No,
that's down.
crack's as good as heroin. What's like
PCP.
No. We're going down. Like heroin is awesome, and we've got to like go down to like what,
Weed.
like weed.
Weed.
Right. So I look at like Real World Vegas's weed. I saw my first episode tonight. I did like it. I think I'm gonna like violently get involved over the next few weeks. Sorry, Phil. I'm gonna be muscling my way into those shows.
You're more than welcome to join.
I know Maria Menounos does the after shows, so like I need to be involved anyway. But I like the way they're going. They're definitely ripping off what's going on with Jersey Shore, which is nice to see. So, but it's not going to be the same as the Shore. But that'll be
it's really not. And I'll
so
say
that'll
those.
be like our gateway drug to keep us going.
Yeah.
So it's almost like, well, I forget what they give you. I forget the drug they give heroin addicts. What do they give the heroin addicts when they're in the hospital? They give them something.
I don't know.
Cipolline. There's a name for it. Anyway, that's it.
I'm
That's
sure
what-
it's just.
No,
I was
no,
gonna
that-
say it's just placebos or
There's-
whatever.
No,
but it's probably
There's
not.
there's some kind of like midway drug they give you. That's what Real World Vegas is. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for putting up with our drunkenness.
Thanks for
Happy
watching
St.
our
Patrick's
first
Day.
video show. If you
No, and there'll be many more. And more in store for us. Mari, we'll talk to you next week, eh?
Talk to you next week.
And we'll have Roxy back, and
By the way,
Alexander and Brant and everyone else.
Is Brant
I'm
not
sure.
here because he feels he's too ugly for the video side of things?
Brant is a Ken doll. I'm sure that's the last thing on his mind. Anyway, we love you guys, and please tune in next week.
That's right.
For producers Keven Undergaro and Phil Svitek, engineer DJ Jesse Janity, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for tuning in to the AfterBuzz TV network. If you have questions, comments, or would like to host an AfterBuzz show of your own, be sure to buzz us at info@AfterBuzzTV.com. And you can find us on Facebook or follow us on Twitter by searching for AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz
you later, bitches!
Where's Mari?
The views expressed herein are those of the host only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.